Mom was trying to locate us. Nobody coming? I heard this thing beep before. Well, found out my sister's car has got an alarm on it. When you try to open the hood, the alarm went off. Shoot. Well, replacing the starter on my sister's 2006 Chevy Malibu. Holy crap, this thing's heavy. They sure know how to make these hoods, don't they? Look, she's still looking good from the last time we detailed her, bro. Anywho, I'm gonna start taking all these shrouds off and crap. Dang. Yeah, cause I need to find this dang starter. I'm gonna get some cardboard, throw it under this puppy and start jacking her up. Yeah. And then I'll start getting to it, you know what I mean? Alright, so maybe I shouldn't put my best cardboard down first. This is where I mounted them. I jacked it up right here in the main frame. And I guess this one's a little close to the edge. You can scoot it over more. But I'm okay. I'm gonna let it rest for a few more minutes. And I'm gonna put the jack over here on this side. I'm gonna jack it up a little over here because this is out of the way. Because the starter is right there. And I think it was 8mm bolts. A couple 8mm bolts around here somewhere. And this clip hold the plastic shroud down here. But we already pulled it out. So now I'm gonna crawl under there. Crawl under here and see what I need. Look at that, Jack's big old holes. Can't move this cardboard. Alright, let's get to it, guys. Dang, I thought I started recording. Can you believe it's gonna snow today, Tanner? Anywho, this is the starter. And look at all this oil down here. I think I'm gonna get like some degreaser and clean this. Cause I just don't want to be all dirty, you know. That's probably where the oil is coming from. It's way more oily over there. I don't know. Maybe someday we'll do that UV dye where you put it in the oil and then you'll use a black light to find it. But yeah, for now, I'm gonna start cleaning this up. Here's the before.
But it wasn't there very long.
Don't forget, guys, before you do anything, just connect the negative terminal on the battery. Maybe. I'm not gonna super duper clean it because all I got is rags, but that's way better than she was. Now we're gonna get started on this guy after Dad gets that. You got it off?
Yep.
And if you guys want to make sure your negative don't ground out, just put a rag over it. Shoot. First we're gonna disconnect these plugs, these bolts. I'll let you know what size they are as I do. I'm gonna get that first little black one. Alright guys, this little ground wire is an 8. And these two top nuts are a 13. I'll be using this automatic ratchet wrench. You guys can just use a regular ratchet. I mean, this is pretty big, so if this could fit in there, you can fit a 1/2 inch if it's that hard. But you get these first. Let's get. Also, I forgot to say, maybe take a picture of this in case you forget which wires go where. It happens. Check this out, guys. So this green wire was on the same post as this guy. Trying to show it. So this top one right here was below this guy on that right side post. In case you forget already, it's a green wire. So keep these guys together to the side. And now I'm gonna get the other bolt on the left. Keep your nuts and washers together, guys. Don't want to lose them. Alright, we got all the wires off. Now we're gonna remove this little plate right here so we can get to this bolt and that bolt.
You stay here.
You remove this one and this one. I'm pretty sure it's a 10. I'm gonna test it right now. Yeah, they're 10. They're dirty. You guys see that? Oh man. Oh, I'm good. Thought I just got dirt all over me. Oh, you guys seen that? I just popped right out. Now I can get to those back bolts and see what they are. We try a 14 and a 15. Alright, yo. Hopefully you can see that. Let's see if this could break them loose. Since this is like a automatic ratchet, I'm just lightly like twisting it. It's too dang hard. Get a 1/2-inch ratchet. But yeah, I'm gonna move this because the starter's gonna come down. I need to grab it. I keep on recording and then I'm not recording.
Take the harness off.
This sucks. My camera's just bugging when I zoom in. The big old black thing right there, I'll have arrows pointing to it. That's the oil sending switch. And usually you want to replace it when you pull the starter out because you have room for it. You know, see? Now the starter's out the way, we can reach it. And especially if it's covered in oil like this one. Could be that leaking, but right now I have no clue. It's so dirty, I have no idea, alright? Yeah, this thing is like 15 bucks. I'd recommend placing it because you're not going to be able to get back under here without removing your headers. Yeah. Getting a new part real quick. It's right over there. So if you guys got a 26mm wrench, box end wrench, recommend using it. This puppy is so dang loose. I'm lucky. I mean, I'm glad. Seriously.
Yep. They're the same.
Look at that. This is a goose. Alright, now I get it out all the way.
Ooh, which one?
I don't know. I don't remember.
This isn't recommended, but like I said, if you got 26mm, just use the 26mm. We don't have one. Our big ones are like 11/16 inch and a quarter. Oof. And before I forget, guys, let's go ahead. You're gonna want to unbolt this bolt right here, right below the sending unit. Can you turn the music down a little? That song's always getting too loud. Anyway, go down the wire harness and bolt it right here. I'm gonna see what it is real quick. Chase, yo, I'm always busting my fingers. Be careful. Anyway, it's a 15? Let me see. Yeah, it's a freaking... Woof! Almost got hit in the head. It's a 15mm, y'all. So to get that bolt out, and that's just so you have room to unplug this guy easily. Unplug it before you pull it out. Or actually, I'll just pull it out and then you could dangle it down here and unplug it. I'll let you guys know which is easier. Let's get to it. Trying to finish this up because it's starting to freeze out. Wow. I've never had a clip be that easy. So the clip sits like this, and this little tabby, I'll show you because I can't zoom in. This tab right here with my middle finger, all I did is I literally used my pointer finger. I'd use a flathead, don't hurt your finger. But boom, popped it like that and it popped right out. So like pry it and push that way. came right off, so now I'm gonna pull the sensor out. And you can see it right there. It's got oil on it. That's kind of one of the ways you can see that it's failing. If this guy's got oil on it, that guy's not working well. And so maybe this is why it's been leaking.
TJ knows Akio has a
Novus,
spook.
hold on.
X-Tex.
Let me say this. Novus throwing his piggy at me. Hold on. So
Out of here, Nova.
They just got that one. The other ones are dead.
Dad's giving me the light so I could just show y'all what's going on here. So that's where the switch goes. And I'm just checking it out. It's real clean. I cleaned it pretty good before I pulled it out. I'm gonna take this little Q-tip and clean inside the threads a teeny bit. Make sure nothing's in the way. Alright, y'all. Make sure the threads are nice and slow. You can see that red, orangish, reddish stuff right there. It's already some sealant, so yeah, it should be good. They do make specialty tools for these sensors. It's a universal oil sensor socket, but I ain't got one. I'm sure a lot of people don't. But yeah, just get her real snug in there, probably to the end of that last red part. Last red thread that's sealed. You don't want to over tighten these, yo. These things will break so fast. Ugh, been there, done that. And coolant temp sensor on my Honda. Oh, look at this baby. Oh, no one wants to play. What are you doing?
What are you doing, Noves? Are you helping or getting in the way? Watch, he's gonna put it back on him. Nova. Novus. Hey, what are you doing, pups? What are you doing?
Alright, now I believe it's gonna snow. Alright, guys. She's a lot more cleaned up than she was. And that's how it looks. I had that much thread left over because I wanted the sensor facing the clip towards you the way it was. And when I look at my picture, you can see just a little bit of silver threads. And before I pulled it out, the video. And also, it's super, super tight right there. And I don't want to strip nothing and overdo it. So I just snugged it. So it's snug. I don't want to turn it anymore. I did it with the Crescent Wrench. I think I'm going to check these bottom bolts for my sister. Make sure they're tight. Especially this guy right here. It's another oil pan bolt. Now I'm going to throw the starter in. Oh, don't forget that 15 mil right there. Where that holds the harness. I'm going to do the 15 mil and I'm going to get the starter up. Sit it up here and then I'm going to get it in there. Again, you can see right here, it's real short right here. So that's how you know that the short bolt goes right here. Short bolt goes right here. Long bolt goes on the inside into the block. Thank you guys for just glad Noah wasn't over here booping. Dad had to come save me. It's heavy. It's because I'm trying to finger tighten the bolts in because you don't want to strip them.
Where they at? You got one in yet?
Yeah, I got one in. The other one's right here.
You going?
I don't think so. This camera. Are you on tires yet?
No, I'm good.
Where's the wrench ratchet?
No.
Alright, so the first one I'm gonna do is the one I know. Oh dang! We got new hardware.
Here, I'll put it in.
I didn't even see that while we were putting it in there, gosh dang it. So I'm gonna take this nut off and use this nut and washer. And when I took it off, I'm pretty sure the washer was on the bottom, nut was on top, like the way it is right now. So let's get this little black, let's get the ground first. Alright guys, for a minute I'm all freaking out. I'm like, what the heck? This guy's got that left side nut on already with the little flat piece. And I'm like, what the heck? And I'm all looking around. I'm thinking I put the starter up there without pulling the wire out from behind it. Well, that's the wire I disconnected. It's connected to the starter anyway, so I didn't even need to disconnect it. So now, we're all good. Like I said, I'm gonna do the black ground. I didn't get it out the way because I was looking for that wire. Anywho, I didn't torque these down, but I just made them arm tight, like real snug. You don't want to overdo it because that's some steel bolts and they're going into aluminum block. You'll just strip it. Anyway, 8 mil. 8 millimeter is the nut for the ground.
Here's the crybaby.
He's recording.
Yes.
Crybaby boy. He's freezing, but he can't go inside. It's the one thing Nova can't do.
Right, the door's wide open. Just likes to look at it.
Alright, check it, y'all. So like I said, this wire's kind of green. This guy was on here first. Oh, it's kind of hard to get in here. Alright, there you go. I mean, the contacts ain't too bad on this guy. Could clean him up. I'll get some like emery cloth real quick and I'll clean this guy up. But yeah, other than that, you slide this guy right over and then you put it back on right there on the right post. It's the only other one you could really use. But I'm gonna go ahead and do that and we'll see if she starts. Because the problem we had before this was you turn the key, you know, you put jumper cables on it and the lights would get brighter, but yeah, the car wouldn't even click or turn over. So that's how we assumed it was the starter. Now I'm gonna put this bracket in. Alright, that's in. Now let's hear her click. See if she starts good. Once you got all the wires back on, you can put the ground on. And if you put the terminal back on the battery and it starts turning over, check the pictures you took before you remove the wires, because you might have them misplaced.
Crossed.
Yeah, you might have them crossed, but if they're on the same spot and it keeps trying to turn over when you connect the battery, check your starter relay. Either your starter relay or shoot, yeah, it's gotta be the relay.
Extra bolts down there.
She had new hardware on her starter. Woo!
Hopefully that was it.
Yeah.
Clicking.
There she be. Yep. Resurrect the Hondas. We know how to fix a lot more than just, huh? Huh?
Should I let it run for a little bit?
Yeah.
One of these plastic clips.
Where?
Only one was good.
Is that for his shroud?
For her
Oh, the
shroud.
other one's still in there. I seen it when I was down there. Dang, she idling high. Think it's because it's cold? Because I'm freezing. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, you see it on the video when you shifted.